Oh yeah, sexy biscuits. Nice.
Long boys blues, 1975. A YouTuber's on the rise. Reviewing games, and sometimes friends. But Long boys blues, 1975.
Hey YouTube, Long Boys Post 1975, and welcome to another Fat Friday video, a series of videos where I take a look at some of the more interesting things you can find to eat in the high streets. What have I got to eat this week? I'm not going for a big fat Combiner Wars meal this week. I could, because I have in my freezer, thanks to a combination of Asda in Iceland, I'll probably be doing this next week. I still haven't forgotten about these, but since it's hotter than Satan's budgie smugglers right now, I can't be asked to absolutely really ramp up the heat. But I came across Asda's hot and spicy frozen chicken wings, I should say, which are part of their frozen summer range. They do these every year and I've never actually had them. Only a 3 chili rating, but when I smelt the back, in fact, when I opened the freezer, the smell punched me in the face and I went, oh, hello, that smells a little bit saucy. I'll be having some of that. And I got from Iceland the Space Raiders beef flavour alien head potato shape things. You know, like the prawn cocktail. Oh my God, they should get on that. The, no idea why I said that. The pickled onion ones I had from the other week. So, since it is also not just incredibly hot, it's incredibly close and humid, like literally just the slightest of physical activity makes you start sweating like a prostitute on holy ground. It is really, really nasty. So I'm having, you've seen the thumbnail and you've read the title, I'm having a ready meal this week because this is one that's been in my freezer for probably a couple of months. I had one of its sister products, which was the Southern Fried Chicken and Waffle barbecue bacon cheese sauce thing I had months ago. It was actually quite nice, but I did mention that they do a pasta meal, which is a fully loaded American hot pasta, and it's a 3 chili rating, which to me suggests that it does have potential. Well, this is actually, it's a bit beaten up because of the fossilization process in my freezer, but this is actually the second one of these because if you saw that analogy that I mentioned a few times in this series of videos, fossilization process, that one's gone. That one's gone. Unless I break out a shovel, I ain't finding it. So I bought one again. I know, I will eventually get round to it and will eat it. But yeah, a couple of people mentioned me on Facebook and said, have you tried it? It's actually got quite a kick in its tail. So I thought I'd break this out. I'd say it's a little bit of a smaller, not so dense and heavy meal, but what is it? These are like £2, I think. It's 530 grams, which is actually quite impressive. And it does look actually really quite nice on the cover art. But as we know, that usually is deceiving. So what have you got? You've got pepperoni, jalapenos, pasta, cheese, and a spicy tomato and herb sauce, mozzarella cheese, and jalapenos. And basically fully loaded American hot pasta, because I don't know about you, but when I think pasta, and if it's going to be hot and spicy, I think America. No, I don't. I think Italian. Pasta, Italian, you know, so I don't know, but these things all come up with a silly name because it's all about selling you on a product of a name and making it sound different to its contemporaries, I guess. Anyway, let's have a look at it. Doesn't look too bad. I mean, yeah, it really doesn't look too bad. 3 chili rating. This doth have potential, methinketh. Sorry for the glare. Trust me, it's worse on the inside of these things. There's a really messy spot here. These are my new ones, and it's like a shaft of light. Anyway, which you could argue is what a light is. I'm sorry, I walked into that one. But yeah, I think some sort of layering of the pepperoni might be in order after we eat it. But it's good to know that it says it's got a spicy herb and tomato sauce, so it doesn't just rely on the jalapenos to make it hot, because that to me would not, well, be hot. Let's have a look at the back. I am actually quite looking forward to this since 2 people mailed me and asked me about it. So 2 people, it must be good. If I wasn't eating this for the purpose of this video, I'd grate another quarter of a block of cheese onto it, because me and cheese, yeah, we're like that. Anyway, cooking instructions. Microwave, 800 watts, full power, 12 minutes, but we will not be microwaving these because, as always, and I do these in real time, as you know, the best way to get the best out of your, I walked into that one, ready meal is to do it in oven. However, obviously that's not going to make it gourmet. It's a ready meal. So it's going to be loaded with salt and shit like that, but hey, what the hell, it's Friday. It's Fat Friday. I'm allowed to eat shit like this. And I have, when I was complaining about how hot it is, or humid it is, I have already had, as per usual, a bucket for one from KFC. I'm a grown lad. Right. Fan, 180, so bollocks to that. 200 degrees Celsius, for we cannot for the Fahrenheit. 40 minutes. Preheat an oven. 30 minutes into cooking. Stir, replace. So yeah, 30 minutes. Put off the film lid. Right, so you pierce, I don't like putting plastic in the oven. You pierce the film, 30 minutes after cooking, you pull it off, you stir it, you replace film lid, and then you return after 10 minutes before serving. What do we have in it? Cooked rigatoni pasta, 34%. Water, durum wheat. Wheat is all in capitals and black, just to let you know that if you can't eat gluten, it's in here. Just right, gluten is in this product on the front. Look, seriously. I'm getting tired of this pussifying everything down. Right, semolina, passata, chopped tomatoes, tomato juice, mozzarella cheese, milk, 9%, smoked pepperoni, 7%, pork fat, salt, dextrose, garlic. We're 1/3 through the instructions, or ingredients I should say, and nothing is leaping out and slapping me in the face and saying I'm hot. That's a bit shit. Maltodextrin, paprika, good, extract, paprika extract, and antioxidants in a ready meal. Extracts of rosemary, sodium sorbate, chili powder, ground white pepper, paprika. Again, why are you in 2 places? Oh, one was extract, one's regular paprika. Preservative, sodium nitrate, chili extract, water, pickled jalapeno, 2.5%, jalapeno peppers, salt, white wine vinegar. It doesn't make me think that it's going to be absolutely nuclear, but you know, we live, we learn, hopefully. Right, so what do we have in it? Contains 1 serving per 100 grams. 100 grams of a 500 gram ready meal is 1 serving. I think not. Me calls bollocks on that. Per serving, so you get fat, 7.3 grams in 100 grams. Woohoo! Of which saturates 2.8, carbohydrate 14.9, of which sugars 2.8, fiber, there's fiber in this, 13 grams, protein 6.2, salt. Per pack, microwave. So if I cook it in the oven, does it become even more? Fat, 33 grams. Whew. Saturates 13. Ooh, carbohydrates 68 grams. I'm going to stop reading. Basically, this isn't very good for you. This is not very good for you. But, hey, 2 people told me it's amazing. So, let's get on it. As I just said, we do these in real time. So, I'm going to go downstairs. Hopefully, my oven is preheated enough already. I'm going to bang it in. And then we're going to come back upstairs after I show you me cooking it. It's the best part of my video. At least for my dog, anyway. And we're going to try it. I have high hopes for this. But then also, they may be slightly affected, dependent upon how it looks when I pull it out of the oven. Anyway, let's get cracking. Look, I'm learning. I'm putting it on a baking tray, because let's be honest, well, I don't want 3rd degree burns, and this is going to be knackered to hell. See, prior point about, I'm really not a fan of putting plastic in the oven. Right. Satisfying much? Yep, I figured you'd be coming in now. Alright, come on. Right, let's bang this in the oven. You in alright, Buble? Right. 5-2. We'll say it's 4 o'clock, so 4:30. It's a shade past past. Let's get this out. This is where it's going to be interesting to see if we get any level of quality here. Ooh. Actually, that's slightly more impressive than I thought it would be. The entire room just smells of pepperoni. Does it smell hot? Shouldn't really get my face this close to it, should I? No, it just smells of pepperoni and tomato. See, if this was me, at this point now, I'd cake on an extra layer of cheese to give it a crust. But, do I really want to stir that? I don't know. Maybe move the, oh, yeah. Not the tool for the job. Oh, he's got that, yeah, crunchy pasta thing going on. You know what? See, they never put enough cheese in these things. I'm actually quite impressed. It smells really, really nice. It does not smell hot in the slightest. Right, bang it back in. That was hardly a stir, I know. This could be alright. Right, a shade past. Let's say 42. What do you think? Fuck it, that's close enough. I'm absolutely starving. I really don't think that's going to have made a massive amount of difference. But, you know, if it's written on the back of the box, it is law. Yeah, it's just got a bit more crunchy on the top. Kind of got a crust. Oh, hang on. Known for you, Buble, you're shit like a state trooper. Apparently they shit a lot. It seems to have lost quite a lot of its size and or density, and it still, I'm not going to lick that, it still doesn't smell hot, but, you know, box pasta, it looks alright. Obviously the box is bullshit, you know, photoshopped and everything, but it's in a bowl, and I'm not putting that in a bowl, but I'm sure if I did, it would look a lot better. And also, this didn't get completely disintegrated. Ow. So let's plate this up and try it. I'm not going to lie, I don't have high hopes. Right, let's give this a go. My mouth has turned into a tap, but that might possibly be because I'm absolutely starving. I've never seen anything that I've cooked, even by ready meal standards, that has lost so much of its size. Look at that. Like I said, if this was just me, I am dying. If this was just me, I would I'd grate, like, you know, a shitload of cheese on it, to be honest. There are videos on this out there. I haven't watched any of them. And also, have I ever had spicy pasta before? Iceland do a spicy meat feast, but I think that's just like 2 chilies, and mainly because it's got jalapenos in, and that's pretty tame. But I don't think I've ever had an actual marketed as a spicy pasta. So, or bigging itself up as a spicy pasta. Anyway, one more thing. I will eat this. I wanted to say, especially you, Tommy, if you're watching this, hello. In case any of you wonder why you leave a comment on Fat Friday, it's only this series of videos that seems to do it. Leave a comment on a Fat Friday video, and then you notice that you don't get a comment, because I pride myself on my comments, or replying to comments. But, just notice my camera's on the piss as well. And yeah, and then you can't even see your comment. I don't know if it's just me, and it's only on this series of videos, but I get weird shit. This is why I didn't comment your last comment, Tommy. Can I say comment anymore? Which is, I see my bell notification, so I click on it, then the drop down box appears. This is either on my phone or my computer, and then I see a comment from the individual, so I click on that, so it drills down to the comment section of the video, and the comment's not there. So then if I go into YouTube Creator Studio, then go to recent comments, I can see it there, but you can't respond to it there. I have no idea why it's doing it. But anyway, let's get into this. 2 tears in a bucket, fuck it. I'm going to try it without a jalapeno first to see how spicy. This could be hot. Let me open my fire extinguisher of choice. As always, this is totally the wrong thing to drink, but it's knockoff supermarket tropical crush Lil, basically. 0 sugar, but yeah. Let's try a bit, some of the pasta. Not a massive fan of pasta, who knew? Without jalapeno, to see how hot and spicy the tomato and herb sauce is. First things first. That is a really, really nice tomatoey. I mean, you would think so from the ingredients, how many variations of tomato there are in there, and passata and stuff like that. Really nice, sweet tomatoey sauce, like really, really nice. Is it hot? It's hot in the sense of temperature. It certainly isn't a spicy sauce. That's really, really disappointing. Also, where's my fucking cheese? Let's try a piece of pepperoni. Tastes just like standard frozen supermarket pizza pepperoni. The pepperoni has a tiny, tiny ickle bit of heat that, you know, pepperoni has. More than the sauce, but I wouldn't say it's hot. That's a bit pants. Let's get a jalapeno in it. But you mean, that's cheating, pasta. You would hope to be hot if I ram some jalapenos in there, don't you? Right, got jalapeno. Well, thank you. Not you, Iceland. Thank you, jalapenos, for salvaging some semblance of a decent meal out of this. It's a nice pasta meal. It needs more cheese. It's a very nice tomato sauce. The pepperoni's alright. It is not hot, especially when it says on the front of the box 3 chili rating, and it bigs itself up as hot Americano. It is not hot. The only saving grace for it is the jalapeno. So if you like pepperoni pasta bakes, you're going to be all over this. Buy a regular one that's cheaper and just cut up jalapeno and put it in it. Maybe there's an idea for a video. I'll make my own pasta bake. But yeah, that's quite disappointing. Excuse me. Palate cleanser, not because it's hot. That is very disappointing. Iceland, you have, you have form. This is very disappointing. It is a very nice pasta bake. It needs more cheese. If I ever have this again, I find the one, I was going to say my mouth's got a little bit of heat in it, but obviously it has. I just ate a fucking jalapeno. If I ever find the other one in my freezer, when I bring it out for the last 10 minutes, I'm going to grate a shitload of cheese on it and bang in some hot sauce and more chilies, maybe some Scotch bonnets, which I shouldn't have to do. But yeah, I just sprayed this everywhere. If you like pasta bakes with not a lot of cheese, how's the fat content so high? And not a lot of heat. In fact, just a normal pepperoni pasta bake. It's very nice. It is actually very, very tasty. I'm starting to understand why I smelt no heat from it when I cooked it, I should say, because there is none in it, with the exception of the jalapenos, which you would bloody cocoa would make it hot. This, Iceland, this is a fail. Not a complete fail in the sense that it's horrible to eat and I don't like the taste, but don't big up your product. 3 chilies, let me remind you, Iceland, I'm pissed now. 3 chilies is the same rating as those scorpion chicken wings I had the other day. They were nice. Same as those, Windy Pops. Those Asda hot and spicy chicken nuggets last week. They were very nice. What did they both have in common? They were hot without the adding of jalapenos. This is shite. I would say your marketing, your box art, your claims, they are false. Anyway, I would recommend this, as I said, if you like a pepperoni pasta bake. If you're expecting it to be hot and blow your face off, even with me saying I don't know what hot is anymore, I'll eat this in a minute, because of how much hot food I eat. Now, you won't find this hot. Even if you've got very little tolerance for heat, you won't find this hot. Maybe trouble with the jalapenos, but yeah, very disappointed. Iceland, very disappointed. So, next week, I think I'm going to have to go back to combining wars. Anyway. Finished. As always, I'd love to know what you think, especially if you have eaten this specific meal. And thank you very much for watching. Disappointed, Iceland. Disappointed. I feel like I've wasted a Fat Friday. If I could only shed a tear now to make that moment more impactful. Anyway, thank you very much for watching. I'll see you later.